We're here at MLG Dallas Pro Circuit, and we've got Walshy from Carbon. How you doing?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Better today. Better today, for sure. So basically, we just wanted to ask you a few quick questions. So we'll start out with the obvious one. You're with Team Carbon, right?
That's correct.
When did you get started with Carbon?
I've been on Carbon for close to a year and a half now, so decent amount of time.
Did they approach you, or were you looking for them, or what?
Back when I was replaced on Instinct, I actually ended up approaching them, so they accepted, and pretty much I've been on here ever since.
So is there a definite feel of like how the team plays overall on Carbon, or is it kind of just like a new set of guys?
Each kind of lineup kind of plays depending on the set of people you have. So like back when we had, Nated, Defy, Shockwave, we were really aggressive, really scrappy team, and now with our lineup, we seem to be a bit more passive and sort of, kind of move as a whole. We seem to be more of a setup and passive team. So
I've noticed, I was watching two of your matches. Oh, sorry. I was watching two of your matches, and you seem to be the quote-unquote sniper of the teem. You got some insane, crowd-pleasing no-scopes, I've noticed. Is that something you actually personally work on, or is it just kind of heat of the moment?
Kind of heat of the moment. I don't consider myself sniper of the team by any means, but I think every top player has the ability to go off at any moment.
Yeah, I noticed there was moments where Chig and SK kind of had their moments and Soldier sniped. So, but the crowd seemed to be getting big on your snipes. So I didn't know if that was a actual decision or.
I think I'm a little bit of a fan favorite, but I also was pulling off some pretty ridiculous snipes. So I think that had to do with it.
All right, let's talk about just the pro circuit. How many events, I guess, like these big MLG events, have you done yourself in your total career, not just with Carbon?
It's got to be somewhere near probably 40, maybe. I'm not even sure. It's 40, maybe 50. It's
wow. So, are they all different, or is there a crown jewel one, or we're?
The events have gotten progressively better. I mean, we started off coming to these events, bringing our own Halo disc, writing our name on it, or maybe even supplying a TV or something like that. And now we're to the point where we have a main stage where people can watch, or our own pro lounge to sit in, have sponsors to cover our travel and stuff. So it's definitely gotten a lot better.
I guess out of your entire career being a MLG gamer, not just with Carbon, what would be your crowning achievement? Like if you had a resume, what would be at the top of the list?
I think in 2007 on Found Boss, when we won national championships without dropping a single game, that has to be our best achievement.
Cool. Let me see. Oh yeah. We've got a lot in just our group. We've got different clan matches, but it's a lot of them. Some of them's aggressive and competitive. Some of them are just we're playing you because we can. But we do have a couple of MLG guys. Any suggestions on taking that from just in home with your little group to something like this?
The way I always put it is a lot of times if you have the talent, you can get discovered. Put the important things in your life ahead, like school, work, all that sort of stuff. The people that are at the top, obviously they are playing a lot, but they didn't get to the top just by dropping everything and going straight for gaming. So definitely keep those other priorities in your life, and if you have the talent and you have the opportunities, they'll come to you.
So what's next after Dallas? Where do you go from here?
Reach, baby. Just gonna be playing that nonstop. Wasn't the biggest fan of Halo 3, so I'm excited to move on.
On that same note, now with everything going from 3 to Reach, the inclusions of abilities like armor abilities and stuff, how do you think that'll affect? Will there be some really noobish moments, some really, gosh, I can't believe those guys used that moments, or
I'm hoping that MLG sayings will change a bit. The sayings they have right now at the events for Reach are not very good. So I don't think Reach or sprint and stuff like that is very overpowered. I think it's actually a really good compliment to the game. So hopefully they'll have that. I'm not too sure I feel about jetpack, hologram, all that stuff yet. But at the same time, might as well give the stuff a chance while we're in the testing phase, and then find out what really is competitive and what isn't.
See, because what I was thinking on MLG, a good 90% of the matches are radarless, and with the camo, the Spectre class now being about you go invisible, but it messes up the radar. It just seems like in MLG it wouldn't necessarily be kind of fair.
I don't know about fair. I mean, it's with the camo, it could be considered like a power up. I mean, you're not going to have the radar to tell obviously where they're at and stuff, but at the same time, I feel like I haven't played enough to know what is right and what's wrong in the game yet. So, I mean, I've only played it for about a full week and had to focus on H3 for these last couple events. So,
in your spare time, is it all just practice for MLG, or do you ever have any like just we're not trying to get top score in the next 2 minutes kind of things, or? Because what it is we also do our custom game nights where we're basically reaching out to the community to get maps and stuff. And so it's just kind of, fun. So do you ever play, those kind of maps, or is it just all MLG all the time?
Pretty much MLG for most of the time, especially when getting ready for a tournament. I mean, we get on and we all have different things going on outside our lives, so we don't jump on and play the griff ball or anything like that when we're getting ready for the tournament. But I have, played some custom maps and have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, because we personally think that something like, if you've heard of Sacrifice on Lava Pit, it's a big hole in the middle where there's death balls, and you just try and push people into those. And we're like, man, that could be like American Gladiator style. It's just some MLG events. I guess final question, you've been through 50. Do you yourself, after playing so many, going through so many iterations of versions, because I've seen just playing Halo 3, this is version 5 of MLG, this is version 6 of MLG, is there any improvements you would make on the game types or the map types, or are they pretty much balanced on both ends?
I think there's a lot of different things I would do with the game types and maps, but I guess I look at more from like the competitive edge rather than like it's spectator friendly. Like Midship Oddball or Heretic Oddball was a very, very good competitive game type, but at the same time, on the spectator side, it was not fun to watch. It was just 15 minutes of repetitive, same thing over and over again. So I guess I definitely would do a lot of things different, but I'm not head of the game types, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I've been just watching the matches. The most fun ones seem to be the capture the flag ones, because you're killing, but it's not, I have to get this double kill or else we're going to lose the game.
I feel like some of the Team Slayer games like Pit TS and Narrows TS are a couple of the best Team Slayer games out there, whereas like, something like Construct TS or Amp TS seem to be a little bit more random.
Okay, well, that's all the questions I can think of. I think I've covered all the bases, but because I promised the guy to say it, one of your biggest fans, I would bet, is this guy right here, Jackfire Dragon.
Awesome.
He made us swear that we would follow you, not just you in general. Oh, he made me swear, but just to follow Carbon, because he was rooting for Carbon. Like, he lives in Britain, so he wasn't able to come, but he was watching like MLG live stream the entire time and would force us through Twitter to go at any point in time.
You should probably throw that shirt on then, huh?
Yeah, you should like throw the shirt on, sign it, rock it, because he is definitely an MLG guy of our group. Like, knows all about the 4 shots, the call outs, respawn times. If he didn't live so far away, he would definitely
at all these events.
He would be at every single event. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Now when I send it to him, he's never gonna wear it.
Never gonna.
This has Walshy all over it. So I really appreciate 2 days in finally getting to interview. I understand the hectic schedule. So this is Ace of Spades card. Poor little Dust Storm having to operate the camera. Here with Walshy, and we are signing out.